Hey friends, welcome back to Jeni Food and My Kitchen. Today, I'm taking you along as I make a little treat. I'm talking about chocolate no-bake cookies. I mean, who doesn't love those? I think it's one of those essential recipes that every home cook should know how to make. I mean, they're perfect for bake sales, classrooms, church functions. I mean, when you get home at night and you want a little something while you watch TV, or you just want to say I love you to your husband. Well, chocolate no-bake cookies, that's the ticket. So let's make these. One of the things I love about making no-bake cookies is that I pretty much always have these ingredients on hand in my pantry and in my fridge. I'm talking some quick cooking oats, cocoa powder, vanilla, butter. I always keep butter in the freezer, peanut butter, milk, and sugar. Because when you get that phone call that says, hey, you need to bring a dozen of something to tonight's school function or tomorrow's church function, I can always whip up a quick batch of no-bake cookies. And that's really why I'm sharing this with you today, because it's a great recipe to keep on hand for just an occasion. So let's make these. The first thing you want to do when making no-bake cookies is get your ingredients that are going to start in the pot and get the rest of your ingredients ready, because once the process starts, it kind of goes fast. So it's very helpful to get all of your ingredients measured out up front, and that's what we're going to do. I've got my stick of butter, and now I'm adding my half a cup of milk right in, my 2 cups of sugar, there's 2 cups. Now we're going to add 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and I have the Dutch process. I just happen to like the Dutch process when I'm doing like no bakes or hot chocolate or brownies. I mean, I find it to be just a little bit of a richer flavor, so I tend to like that. I tend to use that, but use what you have on hand. All right, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. So now we are ready to go back to the stove with this. But before we do that, I'm gonna get our other ingredients ready to go. Everywhere online you find this recipe. Most of the time it will call for 3 cups of oats. Now, making a mess. One of my secrets to good no-bakes is that I don't quite add 3 cups. I use maybe like 2.5. I just find that it helps keep them a little bit fudgier and not quite so dense, which is the texture that I like of no bakes. So 2.5 cups of oats instead of 3. And I'll just put those on the back counter and then clean up my mess. And then we'll get our half a cup of peanut butter ready. And like I said, once it gets going, you just want to have these stuff ready. You don't want to go searching for ingredients after you've already got this going on the stove. So definitely something that you need to do up front. All right. Whoops. Half a cup of peanut butter. We'll put that back on the stove. Now I'm just going to add a splash of vanilla, so I'm just going to put that back there, ready to go. I'll move our pan back. The last thing you want to do to prep your no-bake cookies is to get a sheet of parchment paper down on a surface ready for those cookies to be dropped once they are finished. It's kind of a quick process, so if you have everything in place, it just kind of goes smooth and it helps to ensure perfectly set fudgy cookies. It's what we're after. All right, I've got my ingredients ready. I'm about to turn that pot on, but I went ahead and I grabbed my kitchen timer and I set it for 2 minutes so that once we bring that to a rolling boil, we are going to time that for exactly 2 minutes. All right, everything is melted. Now I'm just kind of giving everything a good stir, and then we are going to let this come to a rolling boil for 2 minutes. All right, as you can see, it's starting to boil. I'm just waiting for it to be kind of like a really good boil. All right, as you can see, we've got it at a good boil, so I've set that timer and we've got that going for 2 minutes. She is really going. That is exactly what you want to see. All right, our timer has gone off. I'm going to go ahead and cut the heat. And then we are going to add our peanut butter right there, and that'll stop that cooking, boiling. The heat is off. There is our peanut butter, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of mix that in, help that get kind of incorporated. All right, I'm going to add just a little splash of vanilla. It calls for 1 teaspoon. I'm just going to go ahead and put a little splash. I'm going to also add just a little pinch of salt. Whenever I'm working with chocolate, I like to add just a little pinch of salt. So here is our 2.5 cups of oats. And now we mix fast. And then you want to take these over to your parchment paper and kind of get those laid out as soon as you see this mixture starting to kind of thicken and set. All right, we're gonna act kind of quick. Now I just take kind of like a mixing spoon and I just start to go before all those get hardened. And it doesn't matter if there's little drips along the way. Friends, I feel like this is my sloppiest work ever with no bakes. I got it everywhere, but the good news is they are setting up nicely and we are going to have some good no bakes. Friends, it is much later. The day is done and we are looking at having one of our treats. So, I kind of made a mess. I was kind of in a hurry. Could have waited just a couple minutes for that to harden up a bit, but look how beautiful these cookies set up. These are perfect. So you get your piece and let's give these a try. I mean, look at that. These are perfectly set, very fudgy. Yep. What do you think? Worth it? So good. All right, friends. Put this recipe in your back pocket because you never know when you're going to need it. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.